Hi, I'm Tim Stiles. I'm here with the MUFIC Songwriter of the Month for February 2017, Rene Russel. How you doing, Rene?
I'm doing good, Tim. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. You know, you have one of the most interesting styles of playing the guitar I've ever heard. It's sort of a hammer-on, almost like a banjo roll on the guitar. And I wanted to know, is that something you developed over time, or did you start doing that right away?
No, it was definitely over time. I started playing guitar when I was 11 or 12. And, you know, everybody starts out strumming. And the way that came about was that, you know, I was playing the guitar. I'm like, it doesn't sound like the song, you know, because there's all these instruments and I'm by myself. So it evolved into how do I emulate the most important parts of the song that people hear, which to me was the bass and the drum, and then the detail of whatever that little riff in the song was that's really signature that people remember. Not all songs have it, but most do. And so to do that, I started playing bass lines with my thumb and popping on and off to get percussion, you know, like a drum or some kind of percussion sound. And then the little, you know, riff, the lead thing. So, I mean, it was an overtime event, but I was about it from the beginning. And that hammering thing, people kept saying, you can't be consistent. And I was like, well, if I keep practicing. And so, you know, eventually, yeah, I can hit the strings I want. Even on the 12 strings, sometimes I can hit the one of the two. So.
And when did you start writing your own music?
From the very beginning. I was writing poetry before I started playing guitar. I played piano briefly. They couldn't get me to practice, so I was like, you know, I can play it, but I don't read music. I don't read music on the guitar either. I just kind of picked it up by ear. I was always putting some poetry or something to music, and usually the music would come first, and then, you know, when I was younger, I would go find poetry and just practice putting some music to it to see if I could come up with an interesting rhythm. But later, I started writing my own stuff.
Who are your earliest influences to your writing, either poetry or in song?
When I first started playing at that young age, it was John Denver, Helen Reddy, and Roger Whittaker, believe it or not, along with James Taylor, you know, the folk people, pretty much. And then I got a little older and I got into Fleetwood Mac and mostly Stevie Nicks. So that was it, really, pretty much.
And generally, would you say you get lyrics first or melody?
It's usually the melody, and the lyrics will come, or I might get one line, and then I try to build around that. It'll pop in my head, you know, the line, and then I have to build something around it and figure out what that song wants to be about. Occasionally, I will sit down and say, I want to write a song about this, but that's rare, you know. So.
Have you ever written a song that makes you cry?
Yes, all the time, unfortunately. Actually, the song that we're going to do today actually makes me cry because it's about a little true snippet that happened to me. I had a dream about my mom telling me that I was kind of screwing up my life because I was drinking too much, and I quit drinking the next day. And this song kind of came out at the end of the last album that I was recording. I never planned to put it on there, but it came out of me, so we put it on.
Oh, good.
Sometimes I get a little teary. So.
Well, I can't wait to hear it. Thanks for being here, Rene.
Thanks for having me.
Rene Russel, everybody.
Thank you.
Just a singer, but I don't have a band. I play it solo with some sleight of hand. Whiskey and Jaeger were my greatest fans, and I never had a plan. Come on and help me drink these nights away. It never matters really what we say. We won't remember in the light of day. It's expected anyway. I tell my stories from a stage like this. It's not too small if my big ego still fits. I just pretend I'm selling out the rest. It's all a humble soul can do. Come on and help me dream these nights away. It never matters really what we say. We won't remember in the light of day. It's expected anyway. Fast forward now, it's been a while since my teens. I sing the same song and I drink my routine, but I don't feel like I could sell you the same. I just can't fake it anymore. You always help me drink these nights away. It never matters really what we say. We a huge mess of your life. I raise you up with all my love and lights. You've got to turn yourself around. So I woke up and changed my life the next day. Quit using whiskey for excuses to play. Time slips by when you forget and don't pay attention every single day. Don't be a broken record no one can play. Act like a Superman, a savior all day. A little faith is what's expected these days. Come on, I'll show you the way. So I'm a singer, I still don't have a band. I play it solo now with helping hands. I got some friends now, they're my biggest fans. See, there always was a plan. So come and help me sing these nights away. Because it always matters what we say. We make a difference every time we say there's got to be a better way. Don't be a broken record no one can play. Act like a Superman and savior all day. A little faith is what's expected these days. Come on, I'll show you the way. Don't be a broken record no one can play. Act like a Superman and savior all day.